And there's the first beer sign I ever got. I mean, the first neon, and the only one ever made like that by the Shiner Brewery for the Zeishank Dance Hall outside of Taylor, Texas. And by the time I found it, it was in a little bar on Main Street called Frank's. But brought it back to the Armadillo. That's the first neon beer sign that Armadillo had. Initially, they didn't want to trust us with their neons, but we sold so much beer for people that we didn't even like Budweiser. We sold so much beer that they had to treat us pretty good. And I refused to sell Coors because of the political implications of you were either a good guy or a bad guy. And, if you drank Coors, you were a bad guy back then among the hippies. And they had a real bad reputation with regard to human rights and civil liberties. Roy Butler, the Lincoln dealer in town, became the mayor, and then he became the Coors distributor. And I wouldn't sell Coors, and he got as aggressive as you can get when you know that you be the first suspect if somebody gets killed, and everybody knew he had to be really hating me for keeping those hippies from drinking Coors. But he was like a velvet steamroller. My landlord called me, nervous as he could be. My landlord, M.K. Haig, was an immensely wealthy property owner and developer of all the medical facilities in the middle of town. And he called me one day and said, "Eddie, I don't know what it is you've got against Roy Butler, but would you please give him an appointment?" And I could tell MK was really afraid of the man. And he said, he's very, very powerful and influential, Eddie, and if you just please give him an appointment, I'd appreciate it. And of course, Roy Butler knew that I was, a year behind on my rent at the Armadillo. But MK would have really been hard pressed to rent it to anybody else. His, ugly and intemperate as the temperature was. So I gave him an appointment, and he came in and he tried to sweet talk me, bully me, whatever, and putting it in. Oh, and I can remember one of the highlights in that meeting is I said, "Well, I promised another friend of mine named Ann Richards that I'm not going to sell your beer." And he said, "Who's Ann Richards?" And I said, "You'll find out soon enough." And he sure did.